Have you ever wondered what Dungeons and Dragons is? Or have you ever wanted to play it? Well, stick around and I will show you the way. Simply, Dungeons and Dragons is a fantasy role-playing game that you play with friends. Everyone creates individual characters to play, and you play those characters in a world created by the Dungeon Master and also partly created by the players themselves. Dungeons and Dragons. It is my favorite game of all time. It is a game that anyone can play, and it is just amazing. And I just want to share with you today what it is for those who don't know, who don't understand really, who have never played, who've never seen it. Give you a quick little summary about how fantastic it is. And in my opinion, it beats most media. Video games, movies, books, board games, and that's because Dungeons and Dragons is whatever you want it to be. A lot of video games, movies, books, all these things, they're very limiting in what you personally can do. Yes, you can imagine them. Video games, you can kind of play in your own way, but when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, it's a role-playing game. You really can do whatever you want. And it can be this really intimate experience with you and your friends trying to figure out the best way to save this town. Or it can be a super hilarious experience where one of your friends is trying to do something amazing, like just punch that dragon in its face, and then they just fail, and it is just really fun. And that's why I think Dungeons and Dragons is the ultimate game. A lot of people think that Dungeons and Dragons is just this super nerdy game that losers play, but I'm here to tell you that everyone can and everyone should play it. In our day and age, society as a whole is super nerdy. So many people love Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Pokemon, Marvel, DC, and that's okay. It's really awesome that our society is so nerdy, just because it really brings out the best in people. It brings out what they really want to be. And that's what you can do with Dungeons and Dragons. And if you want to travel across the stars, battling space pirates and doing space dogfights, you can. If you want to be just a hero saving people in the land, you can do that. If you want to be a villain, you can do that. If you want to be a werewolf, vampire, a wizard, a detective, anything, you can do that. Dungeons and Dragons is for everyone. On this channel, I'm going to be making videos about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm also going to be making videos on how to play the game and other fun things that you can do. And I'm going to start with just the basics of how to play and how anyone can play this game, no matter what situation you are in. If you're interested in anything that has to do with Dungeons and Dragons, or that just has to do with role-playing in general, whether it's like stuff in space, or if it's mystery or horror, stick around. I'm going to be going over a lot of this stuff and showing how awesome it is. And if you're also interested in any funny video game stuff, I'm going to try to do humor. Probably fail, but I'm going to try. So stick around for that as well. I'll be uploading weekly videos to showcase how to play Dungeons and Dragons, and possibly some other stuff that I'm trying to work on right now. So remember, like this video, comment anything that you thought was good or bad, or just let me know what you're thinking, and share this with a friend if they have thought about getting into Dungeons and Dragons before but don't know how or don't know what it is. Let them know about this video, and I'm sure it could help clear some things up. Unless I just did a really bad job, then that's my fault. But thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and have a good day.